Hello friends, today we are discussing about chemistry and the topic is solutions. First, what is a solution? What is the definition of a solution? When two or more chemically non-reacting substances are mixed together forming a homogeneous mixture, the mixture is known as a solution. How can we define a solution in a single term? We can write like this: solution is equal to solute plus solvent. Okay, what are different types of solutions? There are two types of solutions. One is dilute solution and another one is concentrated solution. What is meant by dilute solution? When small amount of solute is mixed in a large amount of solvent, then it is termed as a dilute solution. And what is a concentrated? When large amount of solute is mixed in a small amount of solvent. The solvent is small amount. Then it is termed as concentrated solution. Next, let us discuss the properties of solutions. Properties. What is the main first property of solution? A solution only consists of a single phase. That is also known as monophasic system. And the second main property is a solution is uniform throughout the mixture. For example, if you take a dilute solution, the small amount of solute which is mixed in the large amount of solvent is spreaded throughout the solvent uniformly. So, the solution is uniform throughout the mixture. Next, the third one is the size of the solute particles. If the size of the solute particles in a solution is less than 10 power minus 7 centimeters, then it is termed as true solution. These are some of the properties of solutions. Next, we are going to talk about concentration terms. Concentration terms. The first and main one of the concentration terms is molarity. What is molarity? Number of moles of solute divided by volume of solution in liters. What is number of moles of solute? We can denote it as small m. We can write it also as number of moles of solute can be also written as weight of solute by gram molecular weight of solute into 1 by volume of solution in liters. Otherwise, we can also written as 1000 by volume of solution in ml, milliliters. This is molarity. And the second most one is normality. It is denoted with the letter capital M. Molarity is denoted with the letter capital M. Normality. number of gram equivalents of solute, number of gram equivalents of solute divided by volume of solution. We can write number of gram equivalents of solute like this: weight of solute by gram equivalent weight. It's gram equivalent weight and it's gram molecular weight. It's gram equivalent weight of solute into 1 by volume in liters or 1000 by volume in milliliters. What is the relationship between equivalent weight and molecular weight? Relation between equivalent weight and molecular weight. Equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight by n factor. This is an n factor. The n factor can be determined. N factor can be determined by the number of H plus in acid or number of OH minus in base.
1.
Next we are going to discuss molality. What is molality? Molality is denoted by the letter small m. Molality is nothing but the number of moles of solute divided by the amount of solvent. It is in kgs. It is in kgs. We can also write like this: number of moles of solute. Number of grams of solute by gram molecular weight of solute into 1 by the amount of solvent in kgs. Next, strength of solution. How can we find the strength of a solution? It is denoted by letter capital S. Strength of solution is nothing but the mass of solute in grams dissolved in 1 liter of solution, and it is denoted by capital S. Mass of solute is divided in grams, which is present in grams, is divided by the volume of solution in liters. And we can also write like this: strength of solution is also, we can also write like this: molar S is equal to molarity of the solution into molar mass of solute, or S is equal to normality of the solution into equivalent mass of solute. These are some of the concentration terms, and next we discuss about concentration terms in percentages. Next, concentration terms in percentages. First one, percent by mass. That is W, small w by capital W. What is this? Mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. You can also write like this. No. And the second one is percentage by volume. We can write like this, small v by capital V. This is volume of solute divided by volume of solution into 100. Next, percentage by strength, or we can also write like this, percentage mass by volume. Percent by strength is also known as percentage mass by volume, and it is denoted by small w by capital V. It's nothing but mass of solute divided by volume of solution. Into 100, where in case the volume of solution is taken in ml. In these both cases, the volume of solution is taken in milliliters, not in liters. And the mass of the solution here is also taken in grams. Okay. Next, parts per million. It is denoted by like this, small ppm. ppm of substance by mass is equal to mass of solute into 10 power 6 divided by mass of solution in grams. And this is also written as percentage mass into 10 power 4. This one. Next. ppm, parts per million, by volume is equal to volume of solute into 10 power 6 by volume of solution. We can write like this, percentage by volume into 10 power 4. Next, ppm by strength or mass by volume. Mass by volume. Mass of solute by volume of solution into 10 power 6. Next we are going to discuss about mole fraction. Mole fraction is denoted by the letter capital X. Mole fraction, it is defined as the ratio of number of moles of one component to the number of moles of all the components present in a solution. For example, if you take a solution, there is solvent, and we gave some solute to this. Now if he asks the mole fraction of solute, then we write like this: number of moles of solute divided by number of moles of solute plus number of moles of solvent. Similarly, if he asks mole fraction of solvent, number of moles of solvent divided by number of moles of solute plus number of moles of solvent. If number of moles of solute and number of moles of solvent is added, then it is always is equal to 1. That means the mole fraction of solute particles or the mole fraction of solvent particles doesn't exceed 1. They are not more than 1. They are always less than 1. And they are in fractional. They are fractional. Relation between, next we are going to discuss about the relation between molarity and normality. Molarity and normality. What is the formula of molarity? Molarity is nothing but mass of solute by gram molecular weight of solute into 1 by volume in liters. Normality, mass of solute by gram equivalent weight of solute into 1 by volume in liters. If we divide these two equations, what we'll get? This will be cancelled. Molarity by normality is equal to gram equivalent weight of solute by gram molecular weight of solute. We have discussed the relation between gram equivalent weight and gram molecular weight. That is, gram equivalent weight is equal to gram molecular weight by n factor. So we can substitute this one here. Molarity by normality is equal to gram molecular weight by n whole divided by gram molecular weight. This will be cancelled. Then molarity by normality is equal to 1 by n factor. Therefore, normality is equal to molarity into n factor. This is the relation between normality and molarity. Next, we are going to discuss the concepts of dilution. We already discussed about dilution, dilute solution, concentrated solution. Some of the concepts of dilution. The term dilution means the addition of a solvent in a solution where following remains unchanged dilution and before dilution. For example, if we take a solute particles, some of the solute particles in small quantity, small amounts, in a solvent which is taken in large amount, we can get a dilute solution. Some of the conditions that are applicable to dilution are M1V1 is equal to M2V2. Like this we can also write normality N1V1 is equal to N2V2. These are some of the major conditions that are applicable in dilution. And next we are going to discuss some of the concepts of mixing solutions. Two different solutions mixtures. Concepts of mixing solutions. First, if an acid is mixed or a base is mixed, then the resultant normal N1V1 plus N2V2 plus so on plus NNVN by V1 plus V2 plus so on plus Vn. If a neutralization is occurred in a mixture, if neutralization is occurred in a mixture, then NaVa is equal to NBBB, where here A is acid and B is base, because neutralization is only occurs when an acid is mixed with base and we get a salt as a result. This is known as neutralization. So then the normality into volume of an acid is equal to the normality into volume of a base. If it is an incomplete neutralization, here it is an complete one. If it is an incomplete neutralization, then the resultant normality will be NaVa minus NbVb divided by Ba plus Bb, where A is an acid and B is a base. Okay?
1.
Okay friends, if you have any doubts in this concept, ask me in the comment section. Thank you.